Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad you're here this morning. Got a big show lined up. But first, let's take a look at our weather brought to us by Gulf Coast Air Conditioning. Drew Pollard and hard-working crew up there, Southport, taking care of our everyday needs and comfort. We're looking at a situation where we have a high of 75 and a low of 70, only a 5-degree difference in the day's temperature. That's a little bit on the unusual side. Usually it's about 12 degrees on the average. Water temperature, we're looking at 69.8, so we're rounding off to 70 degrees. It did lose 1 degree last day or two. Take a look at our river readings brought to us by Mountain Dew. Looking at Apalachicola, Bluntstown, 13.7, and it's pretty high. I mean, it's still really high. The Choctaw at Caryville, 8.4. It's got a slight drop to it. Hopefully, we'll get this rain on out of here. We're at 90% chance of rain today. So Choctaw River is going to stay up for the next couple of days, but hopefully it'll start going down after this rain clears out. The tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. Good tides now. We're getting into good tides all week long. Today is Tuesday, April the 5th. Really strong tide. High this morning at 12:11 and low. Last night, it was high last night, 12:11, right after midnight. Then low today at 11:24. Then it's coming in all afternoon. Okay, so take a look at that. The wind's coming out of the south at 20 miles an hour, double digits. I mean, really blowing. It's going to ease up some tomorrow, but tonight it's going to, even tonight it's going to be blowing about 13 or 14. All right, that takes care of our weather. Let's take a break and we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Let's look at some pictures, all kinds of things going on in springtime. It's just, Panhandle happening in springtime. Everything sort of busts out with the flowers and all. We talk about it all the time. There's pompano starting and Spanish mackerel. But the spring gobbler season is still going strong. And how about coming up from Liberty County, Grant Conyers, clerk of the court up there. Grant Conyers here on this fine gobbler. And he said, I couldn't dream up a better hunt unless I had someone to share it with. He read the script and did just what you wanted to do. So good job, Grant Conyers, Liberty County class of 1996, state champions in several things. All right. Folks, the Spanish are in and out. I'm not going to say they're in and out. Here's a story on them. They come in waves. That first wave, they were knocking them out, then it slowed down. I'm going to read Gloria Turner's report in just a second, but they're in and out. I got to show this every year. This is a tree that I got, my dad got it before he passed away. He loved these graybeard trees. He would grow them all over, and I brought this one down here. So it blooms out strong in this time of year. I just love the old graybeard tree. Coming out of Howard Creek, Mark Deaton. Mark had a fine catch. Good job, Mark. He's a good fisherman down there. Okay, Patty Kelly, and that is a fine, look at that. That is a fine bass right there. Good job. Patty's a good fisherman. So see all the bass they're a lot of them are just fat this time of year, and because they're having, they have all these eggs in there, and look at there, they just that adds a couple of pounds on right there. Good job, Patty Kelly. Ken Perriman did a great job. Okay, Kenny said this: let your viewers know wood ducks are laying. Put up boxes. These are baby wood ducks. All right, good job. We had a Redfish Tournament this past Saturday in Lynn Haven. I was not able, I had all kinds of engagements to do Saturday. I was not able to squeeze in time, but here are the results. The Emerald Coast Redfish Circuit, it was at Lester Porter Park, the Lynn Haven Park. First place, Fred Myers and Carter Myers, a 7-pound 10 ounce and 7-pound 12 ounce. That's almost twins right there. 14-22, and then second place, A.J. Watson and Shauna Watson. They came in with 12.74. Third place, Braden Harris and Joe Myers. Okay, so I'll show you. Okay, there's first place, Fred and Carter. Okay, second place, a husband and wife team. Good job there. And then Braden and Joe in third place. Good tournament right there, Lynn Haven. Fished all over. But here, I want to show you, of course, The total weight of Braden was 9 and Joe was 9, lower right hand corner, 9 pounds. But what we're going to show you, let's see how many boats I have in it. About 15 boats. The last, I won't show you the names, but look at the last 5 or 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people did not even weigh in the fish. And these are good fishermen. So I want to encourage you, don't be intimidated by, say, well, all those guys and girls know how to catch redfish, and well, they do, but that don't necessarily make sure they're going to catch them. But check this out. It's going to be back here on August the 13th, the one back here, and then 30th is over in the bar. So if you want what I'm saying, go ahead and enter these tournaments. If you just have any desire whatsoever, go ahead and do it, because even if you don't weigh something in, you have great experience and all. So I would encourage you to do it. There's some good fishermen there that didn't weigh it in. I've been in both sides of that story. This is what Gloria Turner was saying, and she fishes all the time, and she's been so good this spring giving us a report. Okay, last Sunday we caught 30. I have been out 3 times since. One time I caught 3, next time I caught 2, and today, after 6 hours of trolling, I caught 1. You think they're not coming in or have left entirely? Water was 68 to 70 degrees. At one point this morning, 16 boats trolling, most left after the first hour. And let me go ahead and answer that question. I'm not a marine biologist, but over the years of experience and seeing what I saw, all the years I've done it, and then also talking to so many other fishermen, I use the term waves. They come in sort of in waves, and that first wave, they just sort of came in. It was a big school of Spanish, came in through the jetties and spread out, and also went up there to Choctaw Bay, went back there to Shalimar. That's that first wave. And then, they'll feed a little while, and as long as that food's in there, they'll stay. Then they're going to go back out and move on up. They're migrating. And then you're going to have waves coming, another wave coming in after. Now, the key to $64 question, when does the second wave come? There's always a lull between that first wave and the second wave. I found that out by experience, but we'll have a second wave coming in, and then it'll sort of be scattered. Some of those will stay around. The later ones coming in, most of the time, they'll stay around most of the summer. So it'd be interesting to see how everybody does on it. So anyway, that's where we are now, okay? All right, let's go ahead and take a break, and we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Let's add a name to the pickle jar. Steve Notensmeyer from Freeport. Good group of viewers up there in Freeport. Like I say, you can add your name anytime during the year, and good luck to you. All right, thanks, Steve, for watching our show. We're looking at this. Ken Paramore did a tribute. We lost a avid outdoorsman, a long time great outdoorsman, and Ken did a little tribute to him. Here it is right here. I learned today that a great outdoorsman, father, husband, and Navy veteran, John Paul Palmer, has gone to be with the Lord. Paul loved the outdoors, especially hunting and fishing, and I was fortunate to have done both with him and his son, Dennis. On numerous occasions, Paul enjoyed the outdoors for most of his 94 years, as was an inspiration to all who knew him. My heart is broken. Look forward to chasing them turkeys and hooking those fish again with him on the other side. Rest easy, my friend. My condolences to Dennis, Jenny, Clarice, and their families during this difficult time. God bless. And here's a picture of him here. I met him, so I got to sit with him some at a turkey banquet and got to know him over the years. And he was, he just kept on going. What a great outdoorsman. And always had great stories. I know they were close. The family was close, and here's one more of them. He could do it all. He did all kind of us. Thank you, Ken, for sending that to us. Okay, now I want to get into the CCA Star Redfish Tournament. And when they first started doing this several years back, we promoted it, and all they were doing is sort of tagging redfish, and you can win a nice boat, and that was a big deal right there. So that's sort of what we did, and over the years it has developed, and it has just sort of grown immensely. And we've had the tagged redfish caught up here. Unfortunately, the tagged redfish have been caught by some folks that I knew very well that had not registered. You got to register. Remember, it goes from Memorial Day all the way through the summer to Labor Day. So it's just a great, perfect time at the tagged redfish. But they've expanded it so much. I want to show you basically. It talks about, it's the redfish division and different things and all, but it's $500,000 of $500,000 of prizes. So register by the 15th and get a free entry into just a raffle, a $25 value. So I'm going to show you some pictures, and that's the registration, how much it costs and everything. But okay, so what they do, $500,000. This is in Florida, folks, and I can promise you there's some tagged redfish out there. They came up here and released them, and they gave me the numbers and told me how many. No, just kidding. I know they released them, is all I know. May 28th, September 5th. And here's the thing about it now, it's 17 divisions. 17, not just redfish. Okay, $500,000, 100 fishing days, okay? And, okay, register. Now, she's been on the show. I really enjoy it. She's coming back. She promised me she'd come back. So here's how you do it. Okay, you need to get a measuring device right there. See that ruler? You go by West Marine and pick that up. So you need to register, then go get a measuring device, and then they have a CCA app. It's called a STAR app, and I have that on my phone. What it does, it gives you a number, just like registering for deer. And then what you do, you catch them. Okay, when I catch mine, I'm gonna put it down on the ruler right there, okay, and take a picture. This is the trout division, okay. And then here's all the divisions, okay. Redfish. They also have mahi tagged. They also have non-tagged redfish. I don't know how that one works. I think you just take a picture of redfish and then you get put in the lottery. Okay, I think that's how that works. I also have a division on. Look at this, snook, which will have nothing to do with us because we're not going to catch. Well, we have caught snook before, but I don't think it ended up here. Then a trout. Okay, you win a custom canoe. And how about a grouper? They have some grouper tagged. This is really, I got tickled looking at this. Like I say, the mahi, and then the king mackerel, and also a tarpon. That'd be interesting on a tag tarpon. So those three, there's also those in there. Okay, and then the electric bike company has a ladies division. So ladies, will have a special category, which is awesome. Then a youth scholarship, $5,000 youth scholarship, and I think that's rewarded every year. And then what about a fly division? You can catch one on a fly rod and win. So you can see what all they're talking about. They have a kayak division. Then they have on the right-hand side the guides. The professional guides can actually enter it and do it. And then some conservation. I don't understand that one. So anyway, it's just really good. And then they added some stuff on, and I'm gonna have to get some explanations. They do have a lionfish for scuba divers. So I guess if you see one that that's actually lionfish is tagged, I don't know if you get close enough to see that or not. But anyway, that's all the. And I'm gonna keep it posted and have more people come on here from down there and talk about it. So anyway, it goes on to talk. I spent an hour and a half on it last night reading about it and getting information on it. I'm excited about it. I register every year. I don't get to fish near as much as I want to for them, but there's a lot of times that we get to go out unexpectedly. So anyway, it's going to be one of my goals this year, summer 2022, is really get after redfish. And I promise you, they're tagged here, they're tagged over in Choctaw Bay, and they're tagged down in St. Joe Bay. They've told me they've tagged all of our bays up here. They won't tell me the number they released or right where they released them, but there will be some caught. So the CCA Star Redfish and the scholarships are good. They have a big awards banquet at the end of the year, end of the season. It's like in October, and they'll have all the winners come down. And the prizes, let's see if I have the prizes here. I probably don't have the prizes. Anyway, it's a huge amount of fish. Let's see. I mean, huge amount of boats and all caught. Let me see if I have it here. Okay, I did real quick. Okay, here it is right here. I did find it. You can win a Contender 22-foot sport with trailer power, and it's powered by Yamaha, or your choice of Pathfinder. Now, personally, I would take that Pathfinder for my kind of fishing, but that Contender now is you're talking about two fine boats. So all you got to do is be the first one to register it. I mean, to get it registered get it in there. This is also, if you're just an inshore fisherman, you get what they call that Spider Vapor, a 19-foot flats boat. And that's that's a real popular boat now, especially with a guide. So out of those three, I don't know, I make up with that little Spider for my kind of fishing. So anyway, all kind of prizes in here. That's just the Redfish division. They have different divisions for, have different kind of winners. All right, we're gonna take our final break. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Let's take a look at our fishing game times today, brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers. We're looking at 2:51 to 4:51, and this evening 3:15 to 5:15. I'm gonna give a little shout out here. I'm gonna take time to put a little family member in here. Big shout out to my granddaughter, Maddie. I put this on Facebook. I'll go and read it to you. Congratulations to our granddaughter, Maddie Chester, on being accepted into the College of Education at FSU PC. We had a special Sunday dinner today celebrating Maddie and her accomplishment. Her goal is to do one of the most important jobs in America, an elementary school teacher. I'm proud of Chip, Jill, Maddie, and Mackenzie. And there they are there. We had a great time Sunday celebrating them. I'm so excited about her going into education. And it's going to, so I'm very proud of it. So anyway, we always try to get a Sunday dinner together with everybody, and we had a good time, and that was a special occasion. But we got tickled at Mackenzie. They know, my grandchildren know, they always put a smile on my face when they tell me they did something in outdoors, and I'm always encouraging them, like I do y'all, to do outdoor stuff. And she said, well, Granddad, I went after Maddie got all the attention. She said, I went to Conservation Park and went 8 miles. I walked 8 miles. I said, that is awesome. The Conservation Park is at the west end of Panama City Beach. I said, well, Ken, that is awesome. I'm so proud of you. I said, what made you decide to do 8 miles? Well, that's a pretty good chunk right there. When we go backpacking a lot of times, our goal would be try to get 8 miles in all day long. And here she is on flatland, 8 miles. I said, what made you decide to do it? She said, well, I got lost. And so anyway, I haven't been out there for all kinds of good reports from the Conservation Park and how much fun it is. So I decided last night after they left, I wanted to look up and I said, how in the world you get lost? And what happened, they went on a bicycle, the bicycle broke, and they had to push. She was a friend of hers, and the two girls, they sort of got confused, and I'm embarrassed to say my granddaughter got lost in the Conservation Park, but in a joke in mind, I'm going to tell her about the compass and all, but I thought she knew that. But I looked up the Conservation Park. I want to share this with you. It is a great place to go. I would go out there a lot, but my Conservation Park is my 60 acres up there in Calhoun County, so I do all my outdoor stuff there as far as the woods. But anyway, so this is it. So it's online, but I just want to share some different pictures and all. Well constructed. I've had friends go out there, have a lot of people talk about it. Just great walking area and biking. And so anyway, I started looking up the maps. So I tried to found this map right here, and I was trying to find out. Okay, after I looked at it, I could see how you get lost. This trail right here, that's 4.4 miles. This trail right here is 6 miles. I had no idea the different routes, you know. Okay, this one right here, 6.1 and 6.5. So obviously, look at all the trails here on the bottom. They got a 7-mile one, they got an 11-mile one, and a 9.6, and I'm not sure which one Mackenzie took, but she took the 8-mile one. She said it was over 8 miles. But it was got tickled doing it. Here's another situation here where you can go through different places, different trails. And here's a trail system. Panama City Beach has done a good job. The whole trail system. This is on the western end. It's the Intercoastal north side. On the far left is Lake Powell. So you see, it's not too far from Lake Powell. A great location there for you folks over in South Walton and coming down from Washington County. And so anyway, they have all kind of ideas about making it bigger and all here around West Bay School. Anyway, 4 miles paved open. Highway 79, a lot of bikers going in. So that's good to have here in the Florida Panhandle. I'm really proud of them for doing all of that, and it's cool. So I was thinking, I was up in my conservation park the other day, and what has surprised me was last Friday, after the show, Gail and I went up there. I'm not seeing a lot of snakes. I wrote down snakes, ? I don't know if y'all are seeing a lot of snakes. this, the trees are falling down, so like the huge pine trees, those limbs now have crumbled and just have piled up on the ground like this. I mean, great snake habitat. And I always wear my Gale stayed in the buggy most of the time, but I get my snake boots on, and I'm walking through it trying to blaze my trail. And like I say, I'm looking all over the place. I have yet to see a snake this spring, and I'm really surprised. I was going to reach out to y'all and see if many of y'all have seen any snakes yet. I don't know. Like I say, I'm in an ideal place, and I walk over 40 acres worth of stuff back and forth, and I'm on the lookout. And a lot of times those limbs look like one, and I sort of hold back and sort of punch things around and make sure it's not a snake. But I have not. Usually, I would see 2 or 3 rattlesnakes coiled up of different sizes, and every year I've done this, and I didn't do. I didn't get to do it in the right after the storm like I wanted to, but last year I started doing it, and this year the trees are more, more laid down now. What's the most beautiful thing though is the new growth. You can see the new trees coming up, and the green sort of like there's that vibrant green coming up all through the woods, and then every now and then you'll see a dogwood tree, and that's just thrills me still at my age to walk through there and see that, and it's a rebirth every year in the springtime. Out in the woods. I know some of y'all go up in these sloughs fishing off the river and see the same thing. So anyway, it's just God's nature is just always overwhelming and awesome to me. But I don't know where our snakes are. But if you've seen many snakes, let me know. I don't necessarily want to come look at them, but just let me know if you see them very many, because right now I don't know what has happened to mine, and I might have to get some more out there. All right, appreciate you watching. We've got a special guest coming on tomorrow. Our guest today was not able to come on. That's another story. I just won't even go there. But anyway, have a great day today. Enjoy the great outdoors, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.